tell me to go get baptized. When I was writing this song, he also told me not to write it just about me. So this song is about broken women. Women who have been raped, that have been, yeah? And women who have been like on drugs, you know, women who have been forced into prostitution. You know, I should have been a dead woman because nobody knew my story, but I came from so much, you know, and when I say rape, not just one time, because I grew up in the country, Yelena St. Mary, but we went to Kingston because my dad was so abusive to my mom, and she would run away, so she went to Kingston and he would take us there. And in Kingston, a lot of ghettos, like, they don't allow girls to grow, right? So this song is titled, I Have Jesus, yeah? I had Jesus, it said. Have been beaten, have been raped, done gone through a whole lot of struggle, but I never lose my faith. Have been a victim, oh, I've been weak, but don't you get it twisted, I never accept defeat, because I had Jesus, who never let go of my hand, and he pulled me through the storm, because my Jesus had a plan. I said I had Jesus, who never let go of my hand, and he pulled me through the storm, because my Jesus had a plan. I say I had worked for the devil, celebrating myself on stage. At times I was so uncomfortable, but I did what I did to get paid. I said I almost lost my soul, cause half my story ain't never been told. But Jesus, he took control, and now I'm a part of his fold. I say I had Jesus, who never let go of my hand, and he pulled me through the storm, cause my Jesus had a plan. I say I had Jesus, who never let go of my hand, and he pulled me through the storm, cause my Jesus had a plan. I say I've been broken, but I've been healed. All my scars and my bruises, my Jesus had concealed. I said I've been accused of things I ain't never done, but go and tell my accuser that all has been forgiven, because I had Jesus, who never let go of my hand, and he pulled me through the storm, cause my Jesus had a plan. I say I had Jesus, who never let go of my hand, and he pulled me through the storm, cause my Jesus had a plan. And when I was on stage, I tell you, a lot of times when I leave the stage, as ladies saw, I used to go to the hotel and I'll cry on my knees and beg God to forgive me for what I've done, you know. But I did what I had was to do to get my family out of the ghettos, because my sister got pregnant when she was 14 by a man who raped her, and he was older than her, you know. But God has been good to me, and he took me through that storm, and I'm standing today because of him. And trust me, my testimony is a long one, but it doesn't matter what you've been through. There's a Savior, his name is Jesus, and it doesn't matter what you've done before, and it don't matter how dirty and messed up your past is. When he cleans you and cleanses you, you're a new creature. God bless you and have a wonderful day.
All right, Mario, don't go anywhere. Mario, don't go anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, Emmeline, Anita, Marshall, Etienne, Denea, and Marion.
gift finally arrived. On behalf of the kings from Yoruba land, I am very delighted to present this gift to the Black Caucus that we're very privileged to meet and unite with today. This is a simple gift from us, but it has a very great meaning, because the Bronze Age started from Africa. And bronze technology, before pictures came to life, photographs, it came out of Africa. And it's been proven too that civilization started out of Africa. So we're very delighted to present to you this gift to represent the continent of Africa and the entire world is being centered on top of it, that the shoulder of the entire world lies on the continent of Africa, and we will continue to need your support. We must make the center right. We cannot do it alone. We all must come together to make Africa a very good place to live. Thank you all for this opportunity.
I need you guys to pray, but I can hit these notes. You may be familiar with this song. You may have heard this song before. You just don't know the face, you know the song. Holiness, holiness, it's what I long for. Give me some more music. Holiness, it's what I need. Holiness, holiness, it's what you want for me. No, and I wanna say, yeah, that's what I long for. Oh, I can't speak for nobody else. Righteousness, righteousness, it's what I long for. Righteousness is what I need. Oh, righteousness, righteousness, that's what you want. That's what you want. Take my heart and mold it. Take my mind, transform it. Take my will, conform it to yours, to yours. Brokenness, it's what I long for. Y'all praying for me? Brokenness is what I need. Brokenness, brokenness, that's what you want. You want me. So take my heart. to be my choir just for a second. This is what you want.
It's what you want for me.
Y'all got it?
Yes.
Oh, say it again.
It's what you want for me.
Oh, one more time.
It's what you want for me.
God bless you.
Oh, my, my, my.
What?
I was back there dancing, but you couldn't see me. Come on up here, Prince, please.
Welcome to On the Scene with Patricia McDougall, celebrity photographer, and my co-host, Chintana.
Welcome today.
And we have some special guests with us today. I'm going to have them introduce themselves because you know they're powerful. Then I'm going to read their little bio and tell you a little bit about them. How about that? So why don't we start with this beautiful young lady on my right. Tell them your name.
My name is Amaris Shipman.
Shipman. Okay, and you are? You have
Miss-
a crown on.
Miss USA National Miss District of Columbia 2016 Princess.
Wow.
So proud.
And she truly is a princess, so I have to say that. And then we have another princess on the other side, so we want to have her introduce herself as well.
Hi, my name is Chancé Gatoro Bahati Hindirika Bugubugu, and I am your Miss Culture USA 2016.
Wow.
Welcome to our show today.
Well, thank you. I'm really excited to be here with you ladies. You're amazing.
And
Thank
congratulations to your crown.
Thank you. I'm so excited. It's actually only been about 2 weeks, so we're still getting used to it. Excitement is still very live.
Wow, we're excited that you're here. But first, I just want to just take a brief and just tell you the video you saw over there was so awesome, right? Did you see the music and hear it?
amazing.
It was powerful.
Wow, and I love that was the prince and it was singing the song.
Yes, that was one of the prince. That's the prince's son. So he was singing that song, and he was, oh my goodness, he took my breath away. So I had to share that music, and I hope you enjoyed listening to it. We had a couple of kings here on the university for the Caribbean and African International Leadership Awards Gala. They were actually here, and I'll mention their names briefly, but they were here at the White House, the State Department, Howard University. They met with a lot of political key officials, and we have a lot of pictures, and we'll talk about them once we start showing them. And so we do have one that I want to just kind of talk about. It's from the one that's with the Caribbean and African Leadership Awards Gala, because that was pretty huge. I was actually on the board for that. And so as you can see, Dr. Dike, you see all of that was, you can see the pictures, right?
Beautiful
It's truly... It was truly amazing. And Father Bonnie did a good job in bringing everybody on board. But he had, I'm going to just tell you the names. And the first king was His Imperial Majesty. I'm going to say Ooni Fa. He's the king of, he's the king. And I don't even want to pronounce his name because I may say it wrong. But I know you probably can pronounce it. What do you think?
I don't know.
I don't
Let's
want to
give it a
mess that up.
try.
Right? That's right. Here we go. Can you say that?
I think it's Adeyeye.
You're good. You're good.
Adeyeye. Ogunwusi.
Wow. See,
Don't quote me on that either. 'Cause
No, that is correct. And then we also had, I'm going to tell you the next one. His name is, we had greetings from Lawrence Joseph Hogan. He is the governor of Maryland. And so we had representatives also from the Organization of Americas, and they was in the House and they was representing as well. Wow. And so, I mean, it was very powerful. So I don't want to leave anybody's name off. So let's make sure that we say them all. And we also had the keynote speaker. Let me just tell you who the keynote speaker was, because we don't want to mess that one up either. He is so powerful. And that was his son, actually, that was actually singing.
Wow,
So did you hear that?
Beautiful voice. Beautiful voice.
And His Majesty, the other king, his name is Majesty. I guess I'm going to say it again. Can you pronounce it? Because look, we had issues with, pronouncing it. So
Okay,
let's say it right there. Here we go.
His Loyalty Majesty.
Go
it was
ahead.
Majesty. It was Majesty.
Say the whole thing.
Majesty, Drolor, Bosso, Adeyeye, the
Go ahead.
first.
Yes. see?
Adamtey. Oh, I remember this one because we had a trouble pronouncing it. Adamtey.
I think, yes, thank
Adamtey.
you. Okay, that's okay, but I'm going to tell you what, he was Awesome, awesome. He's Dr. Kingsley Fletcher, and so just want to give a shout out to all of the kings that was here at the in the area at Howard State Department and also at the White House. So we have some pictures, so we're going to show them as well. So we have one. He actually came to the Blackburn at Howard University, and we have pictures taking. When he was in the State Department, he actually, one of the kings, I want to make sure I get it straight, right? Because there were so many, I don't want to even mess up the names. But anyway, so let's leave it alone, right? So we had one of the kings who was here, and he actually awarded, and I'm going to say his name shortly, he actually awarded, he came in with Maxine Waters at the State Department, and he gave Congressional Black Caucus a beautiful, beautiful plaque. Oh my goodness. It was back in the day when you can actually, we didn't have any pencils and drawing and crayon and artwork, and so actually it was beautiful. So we'll show that as well into the program. Okay, so I just want to make sure I say that. We should have invited you there because you would have loved that.
Right.
And so this is at the State Department. As you can see, it was called the presidential event there. And so you can see who was in the house. I won't say any names because I don't want to mess it up either, right? So here you can.
That was a big
this was
week.
huge. But actually, it's so interesting because I was actually with the king at the White House. And then when I went to the State Department, I was there for something completely different. But I ended up in this presidential reception. And while I was there, look who was in the house. I mean, there was nobody missing, I don't think. And I was there, and here comes the king. Now his Majesty was actually Nigeria.
Really?
Yeah, so actually he gave a beautiful award, so I want to give a shout out and congratulate him on actually giving that piece because Congressional Black Caucus stands proud for that award. So I just want to say that as well. So thank you for listening and chiming in and being on our show because that was a big piece right there.
I heard that was a big week this week.
It was a big, big week. That's why I wanted to share that. So we're going to move right along. We have some really interesting beauty queens here with us today. So why don't we start with... Go ahead.
Your name? Tell us your name.
Amaris Shipman.
Okay, and we're going to talk about that a little bit. Tell us about you. How did you get started? I know you're young, but it's okay. So let's talk about when you remember. How about that, right? When do you remember participating in any events like that as beauty queens pageants?
My first event in a pageant was when I was 3.
3.
Wow.
Really?
You see?
Do they have it that
You gotta start that early.
3. Wow, that's awesome.
We learned something new today.
And then how many did you participate in?
I probably participated in 7.
7?
Seven.
Could you
That's more than I have.
How old are you now?
I am
know, right?
9 years old.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, that's more than I have.
So, as you can clearly see, she is amazing. So we are so excited that you are here with us today. And so you remember where I met you. I know you do. Do you remember the event that we were at, the last events? Was she with us at the event, right?
Pajama.
The pajama?
Graham, were you there?
Wow. Tell me, what did you think about that?
It was awesome.
So I spoke to you earlier. So share with the audience, what do you want to do when you grow up?
I would like to be a judge and enforce the laws established by the people of this great nation.
Is that
Wow.
impressive?
Amazing.
At a young age, you already have such a grand vision to really empower the people to really live their life purpose.
Yes.
We absolutely salute you for that.
Thank you.
Wow. So what is your next step? I did see that they were saying something. You're going to compete again and you're getting ready to go someplace else, Miss Princess. You know where the next steps and where you're going to be traveling to? I saw some fun stuff, but I'm going to let you say it.
I am going to the national pageant in Orlando, Florida.
Wow.
Wow. Yes, that's awesome. We are so excited for you. My. And we're going to come back because we have some pictures for you, Miss Amaris, right?
Yes.
Is that how you say Princess? Amaris.
Amaris.
Amaris. See, I don't want to mess that up right now. So how would we say your title? How would somebody greet you if they met you? Miss 2016, Miss District of Columbia?
Yes.
Is that right? Oh, right.
Miss USA National Miss District of Columbia Princess.
Wow. There you go. Look at that. Well, congratulations. And we're going to come back to you a little bit later on in the program. So we're going to actually, we have our guest all the way on the left here. So tell us a little bit about yourself, because I know we have a lot to talk about. So
I'm like, geez,
tell us, how did I meet you?
So we actually met, was it Friday night?
Yes.
Officially Friday night at the King's event. It was amazing. I just want to say the prince that was singing, he basically was my absolute favorite at the whole event. He started singing. I think I was looking down and the prince started singing. I just fell in love with his voice.
Oh, my.
He was amazing.
Wasn't he amazing?
He was amazing. But that's definitely where we met. And so where do we want to start? A little bit.
Well, why don't we start with this? We do have some pictures of, and you're from the Congo, right?
Yes, I am.
Oh, my goodness. That's why I said I knew you'd be able to pronounce those names for me.
And how long have you been in America now?
So that is a long story. So let's do the small version. Like, let's get to a version. I was born in Congo, moved to the U.S. when I was about 14 years old, and I moved to Utah. So that's home. I just actually moved to D.C. maybe a year ago.
Welcome to DC.
Well, thank you. I absolutely love it here. Center
Isn't
of
it?
politics. Couldn't be anywhere else.
So I invited you to that fabulous event last night. So tell me, what did you think about that? Wasn't that awesome?
I cannot have thought of a better event to be at. It's really funny. I was literally coming from work, and Fatimata called me. She called me. I said I couldn't miss it. Got dressed, got there, and when I got there, everything was beautiful. I wish you had a video of the entrance when the Kings came in. That was probably,
I have a video of
do
the
you?
entrance.
Oh
Yes,
my goodness, that was
yes.
probably my favorite. It just made me feel at home, if that makes sense. Because
Yes.
when we're out here, we're not exactly home. So anything that could make you feel connected to your culture, connected to home, is amazing. And the fact that it was Caribbean, African also made me really happy. I love to see unity.
That's
like
wonderful.
I live for unity,
Wow.
and the entire event was unity. So
Wasn't that unity? Wasn't
unity.
it powerful?
I mean, it was powerful. It was
Wow.
empowering, and just being there itself. I would have loved to see younger people there. Of course, my fellow princess would have been amazing
Wow.
there.
You
it's
see?
just, it's amazing.
She represents well, doesn't she?
Exactly. I loved it. Everything about it was beautiful.
So what is your platform?
So my platform is called Educate the Future. Now, I was currently Miss Congo not too long ago, so it used to be Educate the Future of Congo, but now it's just Educate the Future.
Okay.
Because as Miss Culture, I'm no longer just representing Congo. I'm representing a whole of our culture. So Educate the Future means I want to educate the kids with schools. So with my platform, we first started building schools in the Congo and orphanages by Congo. And the reason I say school is because my country is known for their child soldiers. Right. We have an amount of child soldiers that I can't even begin to count. So something as small as just a couple of numbers to say 60% of the orphans in my country, 50% of them go into child soldiers because they have nowhere to go. So I'm trying to give them an alternative, meaning giving them a school that's free and an orphanage. So if a soldier comes to you and tells you, hey, come with me, kill people, but you get food and you get a place to live, they're going to go. But if I come to them and tell them, hey, I know he's telling you this, but I can tell you, come with me, here's somewhere to live and here is a school, then now they have a place to stay. Now they have food. And I'm so passionate about it because growing up, I had 6 older brothers. I have a lot of brothers and sisters. So knowing that my uncle, when I was younger, died from being a soldier back in my country who was taken when he was really young, I want to save those kids. And I know that if I took care of the child soldiers, it would also then, it's a cycle. I call it a never-ending cycle of Congo. Congo is the #1 country of rape. Because these child soldiers become these soldiers who go on and rape our women. So if I could get rid of the child soldiers who are raping our women, these women are also having orphans because they don't have parents now. So if I'm going to have a child off of rape, I don't want to keep it, then that child becomes an orphan. So if I can get rid of that cycle by just putting them into school, giving this child an alternative, like giving these child soldiers an alternative of saying, here's education as opposed to being a soldier, then I can begin ending this cycle. And now that I'm Miss Culture USA, I have the whole culture to help me do it. And we're not going
got
to
the platform now to
exactly.
help
And
you
child soldiers are
empower
not
them.
only in Congo; they're in Sierra Leone, they're in Liberia, they're everywhere. So now we can move on to other countries in Africa and take care of them as well. So not just Congo anymore.
So let me ask you this
appreciate that.
question. So if there is a way we can create the community that brings STEM, science, technology, math, and engineer, teaching younger teen, younger children to be able to be able to get a better career professional.
Yeah.
That would help transform it, don't you
So
think?
I actually grew up again. I moved to the U.S. when I was really young. I was 14, so not that young, and I didn't speak English. I wasn't familiar with the education system here, and I got involved in STEM my last year of high school. Didn't get a big chance to be in it. It's absolutely amazing. If we could get a program that really opens up that opportunity to like women in Africa, younger girls like my princess herself here, kind of getting them interested in, because if I'm interested in STEM at the age of 7, I have a better chance of excelling at it when I'm older, as opposed to when I start at age 17. It's better if we start them young. That's why we always say educate the future, because she is the future.
Oh, she's the
future.
We see you. Yes.
Exactly. Exactly. We want to get their mind started at a very young age, and that's what definitely we love to work on.
And that also would bring more intellectual information,
Absolutely.
intellectual data. They can also move to different country and bring more revenue to the country.
Yeah, and because we're missing that.
Yes.
I mean, coming from a country that's the richest country in the world, yet the poorest.
Yes.
It's for reasons like that. We're not informed. If I talk to a Congolese girl in my country that's 21, she wouldn't even know how to write because she doesn't get education. She's a woman. She's not granted with that opportunity. So if we could have a way of bringing that back home, bringing STEM, so that these are intelligent, they're intelligent women, that's how we would empower our countries. And it's not just one country. It's the whole world. It's the whole unit. There's Caribbean Africans all over here. If we could find a way to reach out to each and every one of them and connect, that's how we're going to win.
Well, wonderful. We really appreciate that, and we're excited that you were able to join us on the show today so much. And we have some more guests, so we want to kind of move it along very briefly, but we love that platform, and we are excited that you were able to join us. Oh, my goodness. And we truly was excited that my second guest here she was actually stunning, too. And she is so precious. And if we could just show some of those pictures very briefly, and then the little Miss Princess, right? When you had your crown.
Quick, though, where can they find both of you?
Yeah.
So tell us where they can find you.
You have an email?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you guys want to find us, right now we are currently constructing our Miss Culture USA pageant because I just won. But you can definitely find us on Facebook. You can find us on Facebook, just Miss Culture USA. Excuse me. 2016, that's our Facebook fan page. Definitely go and like that. Lots of fun stuff coming up for you guys this year. We're super excited.
Wonderful. Well, we are totally excited. And tell me, do you have a place where we can find you too on social media? If that's okay, if you don't mind sharing it very briefly. There's your beautiful picture. Go ahead, tell us, where can we find you?
You can find me on Facebook, my Facebook page, Amaris Shipman. And I have an email address, AmarisShipman at gmail.com.
Wow, that's beautiful. Wow, we are so excited that you were able to join us today. And we have Miss Congo. We thank you so much. And we do have some pictures, even though I wasn't able to share the pictures that we were at so many events, especially yesterday. We did show a few, but I did have some of you in your crown when you were actually crowned, I guess.
Yeah.
Back, when was you crowned? In 2016?
It was this year. It was really just a few.
Okay, beautiful.
Yeah,
and
a
there's
few weeks
the
ago.
pictures too. So we're going to move right along. I'm going to show maybe another a few photos, and then we're going to transition out. Let's go to the health fair very briefly, if we can show those pictures. I was actually at a health fair yesterday, and we had lots and lots of fun. It was very, very exciting. And so if we get a chance, we'll show this very briefly as well. And then we'll bring on our second guest.
What a wonderful work you guys do.
Yes, you do.
That's amazing.
Makes us so happy.
That's a movement that can really transform the change.
Absolutely, and that's the plan. Okay, make it a movement.
Can you bring your guest very quickly?
Josie?
Thank you. Yes, well, here we have this health fair. As you can see the pictures, it was very interesting. Caroline Reed from Howard University Hospital, she did a fabulous job in actually facilitating this. So the pictures you see at the event was very informative, and actually we had a lot of special guests there, from Camille to Aru San. He was actually in the house, and Leah, she was supposed to sing, however, she was under the weather, so we played a little video of her singing, so you were able to see some of the pictures there, and all of the special guests that they had join us on Saturday. And you could see Camille, she was actually doing her challenge again.
She's
she
amazing.
loves that
She's
challenge.
really
Yes.
allowed her to do the 1 minute plank.
Yes.
To keep everybody healthy.
So, and the little baby, she was so cute. We took some pictures, and there goes Rusan in the photo as well. Just come and see her if you can. Yeah. Okay, wonderful. So thank you so much, and I'm glad you were able to join us here today. So we have a special guest with us right now, and we want to introduce your special guest very briefly.
Miss
please.
Josie with Josie Face. Thank you so much for coming on today. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Well, tell with our audience, because you've been doing a lot of work around DMV here, helping a lot of nonprofit organizations with the celebrity makeup work that you're doing.
Yes. I have, of course, a makeup company, and I've been doing this for over 10 years. I try to serve the community and serve everyone. I am a celebrity makeup artist, but I also do makeup for, regular people like me and you.
Some of your work
awesome.
is amazing. Like, look at the transformation that you did. You pretty much teaching women to empower their diva, to bring their beautiful inside out.
I feel like every woman is beautiful. Every woman has their own features, and I just do a little bit of my magic, and I put a smile on everyone's face, and that's what I love to do. I love to see a woman smile, and also to learn. You could be beautiful, and you can look beautiful every day.
Okay. Oh, awesome. So your makeup is very nice. The makeup you have on now is very, very nice.
Now, where are you originally from, Josie?
So I'm from Bolivia. I was born in La Paz, Bolivia, and I came to the States when I was 6 years old. And I haven't gone back. I went back in April, so I haven't gone back like in a while. So it was really nice to see my family and everyone else.
Wow. So we will talk about it. This month is an immigrant month. So Pat actually wear
I wore my shirt.
Immigrant shirt to represent
yes, I did.
being an immigrant in America. So your story has such a very interesting inspiration.
Thank you.
So that's why we thought we loved for you to just continue doing what you're doing.
Yes, and I do help a lot of my Latin communities, especially a lot of the women that stay at home. They're stay-at-home moms, or the tradition is to be a stay-at-home mom.
Right.
And they can do something aside from doing that, and doing makeup and hair and so forth, which gives them a little bit of income. And that's what I do. So I do teach them how to do makeup or how to be exposed to be any type of makeup artist or hairstylist.
So that would be more, you try to create more jobs. That's why I say that.
Wow, you got to talk it to. Yes,
So fantastic.
Yes, that's awesome. We're excited that you were able to join us today.
Thank you.
Tell us. I know we saw you recently at an event. Tell us the name of
At the Pajamagram.
Yes.
So tell us about that.
So my daughter is a designer. She's 18 years old, and she designs bikinis and kids fashion. So I am supporting her 100%. I believe that all parents should support their kids, and whatever it is that they like. If it's basket weaving, whatever it is, support them, because out of that something big can come up. And I did that in the beginning of when they were small. I used to put them in like horseback riding, soccer. Like what didn't I put them in? But I saw that.
So you do a lot with your daughter. That's why I noticed that.
Yeah, and I saw that Jasenia from Jessica Tour, that's my daughter. She didn't really like the soccer, so I started seeing her art, and she was so creative, and then she started making shoes, and then from there I said, you know what, let's go ahead and go to the fabric store. And boom, she's out. This year's happens to be her branding. I branded her, and I am her manager, so I expose her to be out. Like she was here recently, and
she was here last week.
You
love her product.
You're gonna have to go on your own, because you have to teach your kids that they have to speak up for themselves, and that's what's gonna make them big.
Right, that's
in this
right.
world.
I'm all in for empowerment. I mean, look at that. I promote my daughter like that as well, Leah. She was actually singing, different various events, and last week she didn't really want to sing. But she did support her. I would love that. A couple of weeks ago, she was one of the celebrity photographer for the young entrepreneur. Yeah, she was with the young entrepreneur. Yes, she did, and she did a fabulous job there as well. Yes,
it's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. My daughter was just in the DC bikini. I don't know if it's DC Fashion Week for like the bikini line, and she was one of the designers. And
the younger designer.
Mind you know that there's top designers that go into these things, and like I said, there's no age, there's no limit. You know, don't ever limit yourself, and if you start doing something, finish it.
Totally.
Follow through it.
Yeah, I see a lot of talent that can sing and can do so many things, but they give up, and they give up because they have no support. They don't even, you know, they don't have a parent to support them, or even just a friend.
Right,
you know?
right, of course, of course. Wow. Because tell us very quickly, where can we find you?
So you can find me on Josie's Faces, and I have my Instagram, my fan page. My website is being reconstructed again, but please feel free to give me a call. My phone number is 240-461-0079. And like I stated, I do makeup, hair, just about everything. And I work throughout the Maryland, D.C., Virginia, and I also travel.
Wow. Okay. Very nice. Thank you so much for joining us on the show today. We're going to move right along. We appreciate it because we have 3 things we need to cover, right? So I just want to show a very important picture, if we don't mind. If we have time, it's with the king at Howard University. He's actually walking through the university, and we want to show that because he did a fabulous job, and he was so excited to be here on the campus, and he actually was able to visit the School of Social Work, and he was so impressed with the oldest school, the oldest I guess it would have been the school, and so he took a liking to the bricks that we had there, and so he made it a point to visit and also to say that he's going to get one of those bricks. So
really,
he had to share. That was a very important piece. So we had to share that with our audience. So and this was actually in the School of Social Work, and they was meeting, and he held a very impressive. Oh my goodness, I can't even express it. It was intense. It was very nice, and we welcomed him to Howard in the School of Social Work. So we was really excited that he was able to join us. And that's his beautiful wife on the right, and the bishop. That you could see over there as well. And so a lot of interesting key officials that was here on the university campus. So we just wanted to give you a brief little shout out. And Dr. Dike was responsible for making that happen. And then very quickly, there was a CAP, but not to change, of course, but there was a CAP event. I have just 2 pictures, and they was on a boat ride, and this was last night. And the CAP, they actually had a scholarship boat ride, and the boat ride was so nice. We had a wonderful time hanging out. And Craig Dean, and you could see everybody that was trying to get on a boat. I guess everybody can't get on a boat, right? And that's the new president coming in, and Dean. And so I just wanted to share those pictures very briefly. So, and then I just want to say also, I know it's kind of negative, but the fallout of Brexit, right? And so I want to give, I guess there's a lot going on in the news with all of the stocks and all that stuff. And
the stock went off 600 points.
Yes, and so there's a lot going on with that, but I know it's just changing the subject, but we wanted to say that a lot of people are affected by that, and I know that you're not happy about it, but change is good sometimes, so we're going to keep it all positive.
And I think sometimes we just have to work with what is changing right now and find a way to create a positive change to our life, because I know there's so many people are being impacted by that.
Right. Oh, yes, and they definitely was. And so I'm just going to show the other pictures when actually the Nigerian king was at Howard University in the Blackburn, and so that date was last week too, and that was a beautiful picture that we have some of him being in when he was at the Blackburn. So if we can show that, if not, it's all good. But I mean, he was just all over the place. I can't even keep up. We didn't even show the pictures from the White House, but it's all good.
It's a big visit.
It's so much. It's a big visit, and we were so happy that he was here. And he's actually still here. He's meeting with Dr. Dike today. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to meet with him. And this is actually one of his high officials, and these were a couple of performers that actually participate in another beauty queen, Miss Jamaica in the middle, as you can see, in the Archbishop. And these are all the various artists that travel from all over the country to meet. And of course, that's one of the key officials at the White House on the left, and a lot of so much stuff I can't even tell you. So I guess you have to follow me on Facebook to find out the rest. And this is all of the king's entourage that came out, and the various kings from different parts of the world. And of course, yes, I had to throw my pictures, and I was actually escorting them into the White House, and somebody took a picture of me, so I had to use it. And this is us actually walking in and participating. I was on the scene, as you can clearly see, so it was a must-show photo. And we had who's who was in the house. So
Absolutely
I just want to give a brief shout out to all that was able to travel here in the U.S. and abroad, and wish you a safe travel back to your homeland. And then follow me on social media as well at patriciamcdougallphotos.com, because I will be posting lots of footage and also videos, so you'll be able to chime in to hear why they were here and what their platform was, because everybody has a platform, right? And so I just want to give a shout out to all that was traveling, and I want to give a special thanks to all my guests here that joined us, even the little Mrs. The Miss Princess. So thank you so much for coming. Patricia McDougall, on the scene celebrity photographer, and my co-host
Chintana with EmpowerImagination.com.
Yeah, so we're going to chime right out, and we thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, and stay amazing, you out there.
Yes, that's it.